booster motivation. We also far the best YouTube channel in the world that offer free live training session. We are here all the time. We offer you free training video, okay, live streaming on this platform. And anytime you got a chance to stop by, you will find us. We will always talk about how to become successful. And in a manner for you to become successful, we have to teach you how to make money, because you need money as a principal ingredient in your recipe for success. So we will talk to you about money, how to make money, different way to make money, how to use money, what is the value of money, all these type of things. So if you start for the first time, it's time for you to subscribe, because if you're not a subscriber, you really don't know what you're missing on this platform, because we got upcoming video all the time. We got new stuff. We got beautiful stuff that coming all the time, and it will be more than important that you subscribe on them. So as I'm making some adjustment here, you know, I was on the golf course tonight in a meeting, and I just finished in the meeting, and I said what is the best moment before I go home to take this opportunity to produce a video for the public. And we keep in mind that our channel, we put this video on demand. That's when people put line of comments under the video that we already produced, and when we see this comment, they come over and over. Not only we answer all the comments, but when we see the same comments come from different people over and over, we produce new video to address them. One of the there's another way that people communicate with us as well. They send us email at mindboostermotivation@gmail.com. Mindboostermotivation, the name of this channel, at gmail.com. So one of the questions that we receive often during this January month, it's people always talking about mistake, how many mistakes they made, why they made so many mistakes, and why they cannot successfully. They think it's because of the mistake they made, and the process of find the craft, the pathway, for the journey to success. So, in a manner to address this problem of mistakes, so I am producing one of the best motivational speech, one of the best motivational video we ever made in this channel, and we want you to take advantage of it, because we believe that mistakes are the great teacher that can teach you how to become successful. So this is our video is entitled like that, okay? Mistakes, the great teacher for your success. So if you stop for the first time, my name is Aaron George, aka people call me EG, Aaron George, they call me EG, and I'm the host. And we got a great team with us. We're working together. Most of the time I present these videos, but I'm not the only one person who work on the team. You might see some days other people host video on the channel as well. So let's go in depth. Let's go into the subject. Okay, why? First and foremost, what is mistake? Mistakes, according to Thomas Edison, is the best way to learn or to do not do something. That's when anytime you try to do something and you made a mistake, your mistake actually it's a great way that teach you how to not proceed this way anymore, because you will not succeed. So in a manner, your mistakes are alarm, okay? They are guideline, they are limitation, they are reminder that tell you don't go to this road, you will not succeed. Don't go in that direction, you will not succeed. That's why the mistakes are doing for you. So if you are in a field, if you are doing something in your life, okay, you might facing different type of mistakes, all kind of mistakes. Some mistake might change your life forever. Like some other might have less impact. Some mistake might change um they might change your economy. Some mistakes might reshape your life in another direction. Some mistake might destroy you socially. Some mistake might destroy you physically. Some mistake might destroy you economically. Some mistake might destroy you spiritually. Okay. Some mistake might break your heart apart. Some mistake might make you become an adult too early. Some mistake might make you lose a lot of money. And some mistake might make you lose your life. So it's I said all this, it's to remind you that mistakes are everywhere. We are making mistakes in everything we're doing in life on a daily basis. However, any successful people in the world who accomplish great things will tell you they didn't succeed the first time. They tried multiple times and they failed multiple times. And the failure, which mistakes, okay, teach them the best way to do it. So we want to address these things for you today because we got so many youngsters, so many young people between 14 years old to 34 years old, so many young people that follow us, that are subscribers on this channel, and that watching our videos. And we got many young people in different countries, different continents, not only in United States. We got in Latin America. We got a different country in Latin America. We got different country in Asia and in the Middle East and Africa. We got a large audience in Africa, and we got our base in America, and our front base, our backyard is in New York, and we got a lot of people in Florida. So, Florida, Texas, Idaho, and Ohio. We got people all over the place. So most of them are young people. They are in college. Some of them are not in college yet. They are in high school. We got some of them that finish college. That they try to build something. They try to start a startup, and they like spending time on this channel to watch my booster motivation, to watch our videos, to watch our our training session live streaming online. So that's why they ask us questions and we answer them. And today we're talking about mistakes. Okay. I don't know what is your situation today, but if you are at some place and you are looking for success, okay, that's mean probably you already accomplish good things in your life. If you finish high school, you already accomplish different level in education that give you certification, and now you heads up to college. If you're in college, you already finished college, you already accomplished something, and you are looking, you are going to the marketplace and you are looking to create something for yourself. If you are married, you already do something, and now you start your life, etc. So mistakes can happen at any moment in your life. Like if you're a youngster, two youngsters, you get involved in an emotional relationship, sentimental relationship, and the man, the male, and the female, they go and intercourse together too early, without paying attention, without putting preservative or condoms, and without they being in a party, they drink too much alcohol, and they may have a baby too early, and that can reshape their life forever. You know, some people might think it's cool to drive when they are loaded with alcohol and they get involved in an accident and they got a driving record under influence of alcohol, and all their life they will not be able to pay insurance. That will too expensive for them. Some people might lose the opportunity to create a business, to create something. But what all these have with you. If you are a viewer who watching my booster motivation, that's when you got a burning desire inside of you that intrigates you to search, to dig for more information, and to help you stay motivated for your success. That's when you have the ability to see your future into your mind. That's when you use your mind to visualize how tomorrow will be. And you already watch what the videos might be, and you already learn the technique of visualization, the technique of thinking, the technique of meditation, the technique of mindfulness, all these things that we already present in different video on this channel. But you are at a level, okay, now you want success. That's your decision, it's not mine. You declare to yourself that you want to step in the arena of successful people, and you want to become an achiever. Therefore, to be able to do that, you have to take action. That's when the ideas that you've been thinking about it, you got in your mind, you put on a blueprint, you put on a vision board, and that you've been visualized, you've been thinking about it, and you take a step forward, you put these ideas into action, and you want to go for it, you want to obtain success into it. Boy, I don't know, young lady, man, whoever you are, whenever you take this decision, you will find roadblocks, you will find obstacles, you will find people try to discourage you, you will find people try to down you, you will find financial problem, you will find social problem, you will need government permit, you will need government license, you will need partnership, you will need investor, you will have all kind of problem to overcome, and you will take some personal decision that might turn wrong, and you will lose your own money and sometimes other people money in your venture. All these things can happen, and all these things will happen. Some people might experience all of them, some people might experience less, but they will happen. So I am here to talk to you in a positive way, to acknowledge you. Do not panic. Okay? Fear is false appearance, false evidence appear real. Fear, according to Les Brown, is false evidence appear real. So don't be afraid. The fear that you have to commit mistakes is the thing that will block you for your success. You gotta take the quantum leap. You gotta jump in the arena and the field, okay, and the endeavor that you want to use as a vehicle, or to take your life to the next level. You gotta go there, and when you use this pathway to carry yourself and your journey to success, you will start making mistakes. Now, the problem is not the mistakes. The problem is if you stop after your first mistake. If you stop when you make your second mistakes and your third, and if you are persistent like Thomas Edison, you might make 10,000 mistakes to obtain one thing. Okay. For me, I got a leitmotif that keep me moving forward in my project. It's persistence plus discipline embedded in an action plan should bring you success. You can use a different one for yourself, but I want you to understand whatever you're doing in life, you need persistence, you need discipline, okay, to obtain the level of success that you are looking for. Understand that, fight for that, and mistakes will you will transform your mistake into the biggest teacher to teach you a better way to see or to do stuff, or to operate things or to move yourself forward. I've, by the time you are watching, let me remind you, we got a live chat. We got a chat room. It's live. You can actually and put some question comments, and by the time I'm doing this presentation, this video, this motivational speech with you, I will be more than happy to answer your questions. I got a phone with me right here, and I will be here to read and answer all these questions that you might have in the chat section. And if you can as well on the chat section, you can as well. Have you ever felt like God has called you guys, to I put some volume on it. Yeah, all right. Good. So yeah, put the sound down. Okay, now you can actually on the chat section, you know, interact with us and make this live book more alive by participate. We got people all over the world, and I would be more than happy to take this question right now, answer them, and by the time we finish this video, you will have more knowledge, more insights, more information that you're looking for to become successful. And the chat section, it's a super chat. We got super stickers. If you love this channel, you can actually send us a super sticker. You can participate, donate, support this channel that we can hire more people, because our goal is to have a cell, to have a little group of people working with my booster motivation all over the world in all countries, and especially with the youth, and we can work with them and make them become more successful. That's We can travel all over these countries, doing workshop, doing conference, doing presentation, and create an incubator of young, devoted, you know, entrepreneurs that want to take their life to the next level. This is what we're doing in my booster motivation, because we think that we have to share with the world what we know. So as a personal experience for myself, I always take success as my best teacher. And I see people, they want of me doing the same thing. And some people that I had the chance to work with and I'm still working with, you know, some people that I consider as my mentors, okay, these people do the same. Whatever, no matter what happened in life, okay, see, there is a there is a door of opportunity that is wide open in front of your problem. You know, the thing is, most of people, when they are facing problem, they go down, they run away, and they never look forward to find the door of opportunity to open it, walk through it, and solve the problem. So if you take mistake will stop you, you don't understand how the universe working. Okay, there is a process for creation. Some people who is in a better alignment with what is happening in the world, actually they move their way in the process of creation faster. They move their way faster in the process of create protocol service, and they distribute protocol service, and the creation of consume protocol service, so they can do that faster than other people. But it seems the same, you know, in any country, any languages, any nationality, any color, people have the same pattern. We are social animals, and we want to create things to give our life a sense. So whenever we try to do stuff, we will fail. And our determination, our consistency will give us the level of success we are looking for. So I don't know who you are, where you are watching this live training session, and which country are you, because we got people all over the world. We got people in Indonesia, in Japan, in Korea. We got people all over the world. Okay, no matter in which country you are watching this video, you are listening to this live training session, your reality might be the same, and we will more than happy to communicate with you, to participate with you, because we been in your shoes, and we understand that you have things in common, and you want to bring more stuff in the world, and you want to change this world and a better world, and you want to create great stuff, and you want to become successful. But in the transition, in the transitioning process from where you are now to the level of success that you want to reach in the future, there is a pathway, there is a conduit. All right, this conduit, it's always jamming with some obstacles, some problems, some mistakes. And sometimes we are the one who are looking for the mistakes, because according to one of the natural law of the universe, the law of attraction, so where our attention goes, it's where we put our attention, it's where our intention will be. So if you start thinking negatively, and you not only will fail, you not only will commit a lot of mistakes, but these mistakes will haunt you and will take you down, because according to the law of attraction, you attract them to you. That means you have to learn from your mistake and use your mistakes as the best teacher to teach you how to become successful, to motivate you, to teach you how to move forward with your life and the next level. Some young kids, they might didn't understand what shoplifting was. And from their young age, 12, 13, and they follow the one card, and they've been involved in something like that. They might go on a juvenile institution, they might go in jail. And doesn't mean that this individual is finished. Actually, this individual can become a better person from the jail. They can pass a GED, they can come out with a diploma and doing better. At the same thing, at the same way, some youngsters can be out there and they've been doing all crazy stuff. They never get busted. They never been in jail, and they might lose if they don't realize that what I'm doing is not profitable. Okay, it will not change my life. It will not change my situation, and therefore I won't do that anymore. It's a mistake. But sometimes some people, they're so crazy in the way they make a mistake. The same mistake can take them to 20, 30, 40 years in jail. Like recently, I was listening to the news because I'm living in New York, and I heard in the Bronx some youngsters that went in a Burger King store. I don't know if it's robbery, if it's something personal, but they take the money and they shot one of them, shoot a young lady, and 2 days ago he was busted. This is a huge mistake, because no matter how full are you should know there is no money in the Burger King. Okay, if you want to rob, it's a wrong place to rob. And if you are watching my booster motivation, I always preach you guys, a lot of youngsters, do things legally. There is more way to make money legally, actually, to go out there to do some crazy stuff like the one I just explained. But this mistake will allow this young individual to go to court, go on a trail, and go to jail. If he's lucky, as he's living in New York, right, he might do not obtain death penalty, but death sentencing. But in some other states, that might happen. What I'm saying, it's not I'm trying to be political or social. It's one mistakes. This is the ultimate. When you do this mistake, you can suffer a lot. This is the karmic consequences. But doesn't mean this individual after 20, 10, 20, 15, 30 years in jail might grow and learn and actually obtain a probation for for good behavior in the jail, can be released and become another person and change the world and transform the world. What I'm saying, No matter what is the level of mistake you might did in the past, if you understand your mistake and you use your mistake as a teacher to teach you a better way to proceed and um, to do not perpetrate the same mistake over and over, it's okay. You will become successful because you learn from your mistakes. So, as I'm talking to you now in this live training session, as you're watching this live training session, I don't know what kind of mistake have you made, you know. Let me give you one example. A couple of years ago, I was in New York and I went and I've been talking with some people, talking about investment, networking to take my life to the next level. And somebody invited me in a group, and we've been walking, we've been talking, and in the beginning, I see the group was like not stable, but the consistency in the approach, the way they walk, and what they are offering, it's good quality stuff. I learned a lot from this experience, but I pay attention to the way they're doing business. I always feel they are a little bit shady, but I'm said I'm smart. I'm gonna take a chance with them, you know, and try to work things with them. I'm trying to learn from them and try to follow the thing they was teaching and stuff like that, and moving forward to make more money. Indeed, I lost $50,000. That was a mistake. That was my mistake because I make some research about the company. I know the company had some little issue, but I trust them because I want to see. I saw what I want to see on them, the greatness, because I give them. I say, why not? The young people, they might be start wrongly. They might move forward and create more beautiful stuff. But unfortunately, I lost the money, and these guys they went out of business, things like that. But that was a mistake. I lost the money. But I use this mistake as a great case to do not act naively in future business venture. And even if it's my best friend, when I'm talking to them, and I will ask them, "Are you serious in what you're proposing me?" and pay attention to what they're doing, they can ask me for something. I will say I will bring it, and I will take some I'll bring it on Monday, and I will not bring it on Monday and take the week and see if they will do follow up, things like that. I'll prepare the thing, but I will purposely delay, and I will see if they do follow up. What is the behavior? See if they are capable of being in business with me. If they are qualified, I will go on business with them and do stuff. But in this case, I violate my principle and lost $50,000. But I learned so much from this mistake. Whatever I do in the future, I use this case study to never lose money anymore. You see that? This mistake teach me more stuff. And indeed, one day I said, yeah, this business venture didn't work, but they had a good plan, a good business plan and stuff like that. Let me go back in the literacy and read more. And I read the literacy, I find so many valuable information on them. And actually, I use this, what I learned from what the word really beautiful literacy, beautiful stuff. I use some of these stuff in presentation and business and conference where I go all over the place. So even when I lost money, I make some money, and I'm still doing business. And time passed, and in less than 1 year, I recover. Less than 1 year, no, not only I recover what I lost, but I make more than that. This is the way life is. Life teach you different way to learn. You know. Let me give you another story. A couple of years ago, like decades ago, I used to live in Haiti. I used to live in different country back and forth, but I used to live in Haiti, and I had a very stable economical situation, and I've been a good job working for government, for non-profit. I have a consultancy business, stuff like that. And one day, I see the way the country was doing. I said, okay, I have to move my life in another place where I can expand my wings and be the person I want to be. A land that give me more chance to expand my opportunity. So I moved myself. I used to travel back and forth from Haiti to the United States for more than 15 years. I said I moved to the United States legally. So I moved and I'm here in the United States. So when I did that move, that was a radical move in my life, a very radical move. And for many years, I thought that was a mistake, you know, because I came from a society, okay, where I had the best opportunity that I could become prime minister. I could become anyone I want, right? I moved to start over from scratch in a new land, new country, learn a new language, start new relationship with other people, build a rapport with other people, things like that. During this transitioning period of time, I experienced a lot, you know. First and foremost, I didn't understand the country. There's a lot of scam in the United States. Good things, a lot of scams. When people know that you got some green, they come all over the place and they will rob you for in a nice proper way. So I learned, I ends up becoming broke. I ends up take any type of job. I ends up being not able to pay my rent. I ends up be evicted. Sleep in a van for a couple of weeks. I ends up doing all these things, but I had one thing in my mind. And less than 10, and from the day I moved to the United States to the 10th anniversary of my life living in the United States, I know I will become successful. I will be all over the place. I will write books, and I will be a bestseller in the New York Times that I'm not yet. I know I will be on television. People will talking about me, and I will conduct interviews all over the place. So why I'm telling you that, I put a time frame of 10 years. I got my vision board and everything, put a time frame of 10 years to do that. As a matter of fact, I was ready more before 10 years. And now my problem is, I 10 years is next year. Okay? So what happened? I put the time frame too long because I'm being so persistent. I've been so disciplined in what I'm doing. I've been so I do a lot of things, working, study, do whatever I want to do. And by the time I'm in the process to this conduit, what I said before, this conduit, it's my time frame to reach the level of success that I'm looking for, because I came from a successful place where I was to become nobody in this American society. So I said I have to move myself in the ladder of success step by step, and in 10 years, this is where I will be. My mistake is I put 10 years. I should put 3 years or 5 years. Word of power, word of consequences. Now, no matter what happened, I know I will be successful, because it's not something new for me, because I've been on top where I come from, radio, television, people. I've been a public person. People ask me for interview, things like that, and invite me in different shows and things like that. And I've been doing business and entertainment and non-profit and private business and consultancy. Everything, I had everything before. So when I moved, I did this big move in this country, United States. I lost everything behind. I start over, and I'm in the process to get more than I used to have, right? So this is the way it is. And when I start this YouTube channel, I really want to share with my audience what I learned along the years. I really share with you guys. You can become everything you want. Okay? It's all about the your perception. Or do you perceive your life? What scope you evaluate your physical reality? You got the energy source that within you that is everything. That is the power that vibrates you to whatever you want. And this power, you've been granted by your creator that gives you the power to become a co-creator. No matter what is in this world, this third dimension of the world that we are living in, this universe, no matter what is complementary to the natural process, that's in the trees, the land, everything, the climate, everything that we inherited in this planet, no matter any other thing that we have in this planet that we didn't inherit, that's the things that we created, the cars, the train, the airplane, the buildings and stuff. All these things have been created by mankind. That means we take this planet the way in a war, and a war beautiful, that will use beautiful land and forests and beautiful places, but that was in a raw situation. So some places was desert, a desert, and empty field. We fill them with corn, with tomatoes, with peppers, with watermelon. We we create food with rice and stuff. Some used to be mountain, you know. We create parks on them. Some used to be a river. We put bridge on them. We make cars, trains cross the river, move on the other side faster, things like that. You know, we create so many things to make our life better. And many people don't realize that we are co-creator. The guys who invent the Tesla is not so different than you. The guys who create the Gladiator Jeep is not smarter than you. The guy who create Larry Page who create Google is not smarter than you. Bill Gates who create Microsoft is not smarter than you. You know, the guys who are driving the Maserati that is really happy he made it is not smarter than you. The guys who selling insurance can become a millionaires, and you can have a master degree, you're not a millionaire at all. It's all about the way you see stuff. You know, a person can a scholar from the top university and live a very struggle life. It's the way that as an individual taking decision in his life. So what I'm saying to you guys, you can make it in any places. No matter, I had the opportunity to move in the United States, and I'm here, and I'm making it. I'm in the process of making it here, and then because I'm using this platform that I can reach more people, I'm in the process of making it all over the world, that I can reach millions of viewers all over the world, and I can travel in many other places. I want to go to Africa. I want to empower more people. I want to go in Latin America, empower more people. I want to go to the Middle East and Asia, empower more people. Because where I'm come from, we have an what's so called an informal economy. That's when more people who are who have the will, the guts, right, to do business. And these people that are doing business on a daily basis, they don't have access to the bank, to the traditional financial institution, the financial way. So they have a lot of money. The economy lost a lot of money because these people, they don't pay tax because they have no structure for them. They want to do business, they have no marketplace for them. They want to do business, they have no place to guide them, no training, things like that. So they hands up doing business anyhow the way they want it on the street, and they do all the transaction cash, and they go home. And you got all kind of situation that happen over there. But when I start traveling, when I start studying, make some research about the situation, and I find out it's not only in Haiti, it's happened in all Latin America, it's happened in Africa and many places. Okay, and I start working with people, teach them how to group or to create financial group or to create financial club, investment club, or to put money together to do more business. And I start doing that with friends and then other friends, and it become a consultancy stuff. And I'm so excited to bring this knowledge, these things all over the world, to meet more people, to work with more people from different places. Because people like us, right? If you're black, you're brown, you're Asian, you are African American, you are African descendant, people that from the continent, you know, you are from India, you are from many places. You my um what I'm saying here might resonate with you. Okay. How can you find people that bond with you, that can give you this knowledge, the insights, the information that you need to become successful? So that's why I'm here. That's why I create this YouTube channel, my booster motivation, that I want to work with your mind to boost your confidence and to make you become successful. So I what I'm doing here and this motivational speech and motivational video and my booster motivation, that was missing for me on the internet. I didn't find people like me, that look like me, that think like me, that have the language that resonate to the struggle I am facing, and that have the knowledge to teach me how to become successful, to move myself, withdraw myself from where I was in a bad situation to move forward. So I made the mistake to do that, to move in a country without knowing the rules. I made a mistake to move in a country without having a mentor. I made a mistake to move in a country um, without understand how the economy work. I made a mistake moving a country that have a lot of opportunity, but I'd never read the laws. You know, I made a mistake to move in a country there where they have a lot of opportunity. I never read the tax code or understand or be one of somebody that understand the tax code. I move in a country where they have a lot of way to buy, purchase, or control piece of real estate. I never knew about that, until I move my way to learn and to move forward. So most of the thing I know and I'm doing here that bring me success are things that I knew where I used to live in Haiti. As a matter of fact, I used to use them in Haiti. You know, and I didn't go to college in the United States. I don't need that. I got knowledge necessary to do that because I've been well educated where I come from. The only thing I had to do is take learn English and speak English and understand English, write English, things like that. So what I'm saying, you will make mistake anyway and anyhow. So don't be afraid when you are facing hardship, when you are facing situation that can and that can bring you down, that can tear you down. You know, uh, um, where I'm come from, when you go to learn when you learn English, there's a school in Haiti. They call it Haitian American Institute. That's where people who live in the capital in Port-au-Prince. That's where you go to learn English most of the time. There's another one that's one um, American English Laboratory. There's two major schools, but the Asian American Institute, Haitiano, is the name. The Haitian American English Institute. These school been here for years. I went to this school to learn English. So they've been using British books and put British songs, you know, all the teaching materials from England. So if you went to school in Haiti and you went to any places to learn English, most likely you will learn in European English. So when I moved to the United States, I, I spoke English already, and I could write English already, but it was difficult for me to communicate in an American way because the way I speak sound so different because my accent, the way I pronounce the vowels are so different. First and foremost, because I spoke two native languages in my country, Creole and French, and I grew up in a family where we spoke three languages, which is Spanish. My stepfather speaks Spanish. My stepfather, it's a Haitian father, Haitian mother from. He's a white Caucasian from Texas, and he's been. They used to live in El Paso, and then the guy have a job as a ambassador of Haiti and Cuba. So my stepfather moved to Cuba from early age, and he speaks Spanish, English, and Creole and French. So I grew up in a family that we speak different languages. So um, my Spanish was better. I spoke Spanish fluently, English and Creole. So when I started learning English professionally, so all these traits from Creole, French, and Spanish get laid down in my English easily. I couldn't get rid of them. I didn't want to get rid of them because I didn't know better. So phonetically, it took me a while to learn English. Oh, now when I learn English from the school in Haiti, okay, and I take some English classes in high school, so I always have British books. So my English now sound totally different than American English. So that's why when I first moved to the United States, most of people say, "Oh, you are from Africa." I said Africa is a continent. That's so funny. American people always say you are from Africa, like Africa is a country. Well, it's a rare of people in America that understand that Africa is a continent. They have a lot of countries in it. But the way most of the African colonies, former African colonies that been occupied by British, so they speak English in the same way I speak English. I speak English. So when I moved to the United States, that was the way I've been portrayed to. So it took me time to learn how to understand the American way and eventually to communicate in a certain way. I'm very proud of my roots, my French, Caribbean roots, Creole roots, my Spanish roots, all these things that make me who I am, they're embedded in my English. And now I'm moving New York and I try to put the New York accent, the Long Island accent into my English, and then I made a lot of mistake. When I used to spoke back in the day, people used to laugh, at the way I spoke, mistakes, mistakes, mistakes. And I keep practicing, continue, learning, reading, continue. And then now I speak English properly, and beautiful, proper way, and an educate way. And I use my vocabulary, it's more wide than most of people and that used to laugh at me. and most of people living in this community in America and this country as well, because I bring my Creole, French, Spanish baggage, all the vocabularies I know from these languages. I bring them into my English, and I bring the school that where I learned English, all these British accent and everything from England. I put everything on the sauce, and now I learned the New Yorker accent, Long Island accent, and I put everything on a basket, and I blended all these into me, and I'm presenting this live training session and in a plain English that most people will be able to understand without any problem. So did I stop because I didn't speak American way? Did I stop because I got a different roots? Did I stop because my original Creole or French? Did I stop because I could speak Spanish? I couldn't speak English properly. Did I stop? No. I keep practicing. I move forward, and I bring more stuff. And I want to learn more and more other languages. I'm starting learning Portuguese, Italian, Mandarin, and German. This is the language I want to speak right now. You know, and more things will happen. What I'm saying, it's you will make mistake any hour, you will make mistake at any time. You know, nobody will tell you the first time they try to cook a meal because they read the recipe, the meal will be come out like perfect. No, there is no such a way. You got to practice over and over. You know, you got to polish your craft. Work on your craft, polish your craft over and over. So, what is your dream? What do you want to accomplish in your life? What is your mission? Do you want to be great? Do you want to be successful? Do you want to be an highly effective person? What do you want to accomplish? Telling me. Tell yourself. Write down everything on a journal, on a list. Okay, you know what you want to accomplish. So in the road from here where you are now to the top mountain of success that you want to be, you will walk your way through this conduit. Okay, you will find what blocks, you will find you will make mistakes. So don't worry about mistakes. Make mistakes, especially the youngsters who watch my booster motivation. You guys, I love you guys. Millennial generation, and upcoming generation to generation Z, I love you guys. People from my generation, we we create Silicon Valley, we do many things, we take internet, we create Cisco, we create Microsoft, or some generation before me, they create Microsoft, but I grew up on the age of the internet explode, when internet explode, you know, and when I was in high school, most of guys want to become an internet engineer, and then learn software, learn the hardware, things like that. But millennial, these guys though they're sharp. When they come, they go up. You know, I used to play Atari. Atari. When you see these Pac-Man colors. Oh, these guys that go up and Nintendo new stuff. They change the game. You know, they recreate Spider-Man. They recreate Marvel industry, new comics, new movies. They create new stuff. You know, they build iPhone. They build tablets. These engineers, you can see Steve Jobs, but who was on the kitchen, to create this product, youngsters. And after that, they create Google. They create Yahoo, Netscape Navigator. They create many other things. And then the upcoming generation, they do more. They do more. They become developers. They create apps. Now you got tablets. You got toddler, 6 month, 1 year. They know how to play game on the tablet. They can skip the ad and everything. They know if my hands up on my booster motivation. They say, oh no, He said, "This too much talk for me. Let me watch, SpongeBob. They know how to do that. They know how to make the research." You know what I'm saying? It's the upcoming generation. They will more sharp. They will become more sharp. They will learn more stuff. You know. And now the new generation, they will have to compete, or they will have to compete or cooperate or live hand to hand, side by side with robots, with AI. This is what will happen in the next 25 years. So what I'm saying, you will make mistake anyway, anyhow, but you have to work your way to learn from your mistakes. Okay? You have to learn from your mistakes. It's the first day you try to learn how to drive, you hit a basket, you back up, and you hit a wall, you make a wrong turn, you get into an accident. If you stop here, you will spend your life, you will never know how to drive. You have to move forward, you have to take action, you have to do more over and over. What I'm saying, mistakes is your teacher. You got to understand mistake is the opportunity for you to learn, to craft, okay? To learn how to do not repeat the same thing over and over, and to move forward to the next level. To the next level. So what I'm sharing with you in this video, it's a successful story, okay? It's a successful way to learn how to become successful. So what you will do, what you should do, will you let this little bump in front of you stop you? Do you will let this individual who have no idea about how to create anything tell you, man, you wasting your time? How long you been working on this thing is never work? How long you been working on this project is never achieve it? How long you been do this and that? Many people will tell you that. Guess what? Continue anyway, because they don't understand the process of creativity. They don't understand that your mistakes is the way you do it. Okay, how many times I remember the great speech of J.F. Kennedy. He tell the guys, we want to have an American walk on the moon. We want to send people, men on the moon, you know. And he said, no matter, never, things like that never happened before. He said, in the next 10 years, okay, I want to see men on the moon. And men went to the moon, you know. Armstrong put the American flag on the moon. It's visionary. Kennedy wasn't the most educated person than any other great American president, but he had a vision. He wanted to American to start, the race to travel in space. He wanted to see men walking on the moon, and indeed, men walking on the moon. What do you want in your life? You want great stuff. You want to create e-commerce. You want great stuff. Okay. Will you devote yourself? Will you devote your life to accomplish your dream? Will you make the commitment to yourself to take your life to the next level? Will you work every day to become the best version of yourself today than the version that you used to be yesterday? Will you understand the price of sacrifice? Will you understand that you have to put your hands at work? You have to think. You have to think. You have to think. If you had a chance to read the book of Wallace D. Walton, The Science of Getting Rich, I always say to people, read this book, because this book will change your perspective about life and money, about success. Mistakes will happen. Mistakes will be present in your life, and mistakes will never stop. So that they are here to teach you a better way to move forward. Okay, go online to watch some talk with Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. He's a phenomenal guy with a great story. He will tell you how many times he made mistake. They start Alibaba without knowing what they were doing, but they start anyway, anyhow, and they have Alibaba now. Why? Read the biography of Elon Musk. That's the way you become great. I just named these people, but you can take any other people from your country, any official people from your country, Learn from the great. One of the best book I read about overcome failure and change a failure and a great success is the autobiography of Ayokaka, the crash lay story. You know, I don't know if I pronounce the name great properly. I don't know if it's Irish or Italian. He's a guy that been working in Ford, good engineer. He get fired, because Ford didn't like the way he oversee things, and he wanna innovate. He wanna create new stuff, and then he get fired, and he went to a failure company who was Chrysler, and he changed Chrysler and a successful company, and did it change the auto industry to create most of the sedan, the cars that everybody now can have in their house. He changed the big cars, the ugly cars, to beautiful, nice design, nice, beautiful cars. What I'm saying, there is always opportunity for you. The If you are at a level right now, okay, you are balancing, you are swinging, you are thinking, you are overthinking. Should I do this? Should I do that? I'm too old. I'm too young. Can I become successful? Whatever the decision you will take, you will be right. If you think you can't, you can't. If you think you can, you can. Indeed, you can. Now, it's all about your perception. Do you want success? Do you want to go for success? Do you want to become successful? Do you want to spend your time watching other people? Do you want to spend your time listen to other people? Why don't you listen to your voice? Why don't you produce your own YouTube channel? Why don't you produce your own video? Why don't you write your own stories? Why don't you write your own books? Why don't you try to build your next electric car to compete or to have an electric car like Elon Musk? Why don't you try to do something that somebody never did before? You can become successful. And especially to the young people that are watching my Booster Motivation. If you are living in America and any other country that you might live, but I know United States, that I give you this example of United States. And if you are living in New York, I can tell you, New York State is one of the great states for new inventors. New York State is one of the great states for youngsters. If you are a young person, you're living in America, you got big dream, you got vision, start make some research about funding for innovation in New York. That's why you have to stay on my Booster Motivation. We give you tips, we give you knowledge and insights. They got a lot of funds in New York for innovators. Take advantage of that, take the opportunity of that. If you go in upstate New York, they got a lot of college that are begging for youngsters. Go there, walk your way through. I don't know. I can give you more, but you gotta stop. You gotta go on the comment section, guys. Put some comments, ask questions, and I can bring you more knowledge, more information. We got a lot of things for you, but you have to ask questions. As they said in the book, in the great book, The Kybalion, okay, when the student is ready, the teacher is always come, is always up here. So it's up to you. Do you want to know more? Ask for more. Do you have some questions about success? So the only question I will not answer is something irrelevant to the niche, to the channel, to to where we are. I want to talking about success, or to become successful, or to make money. This is the only area I want to talk. I can talk about other subjects, but in my booster motivation, this is the area where we talk. So if you got question about these topics, anything stop that can help you motivate yourself to become successful and to become wealthy, throw them on me. You know, put some questions, some comments under the videos, and watch more video on this channel. You will become extremely successful. I want to create more wealthy people by this training session, live streaming on this platform. YouTube is for successful people. There are many people that do not take advantage of that. YouTube is for successful people. I repeat it. YouTube is for successful people. Okay? If you consume other people things on YouTube, it's you. But you can come on YouTube and learn a lot in less than 1 hour. You can they have some great contents, quality content like this one. They have great YouTube channel like this one and bigger than this one that can teach you many things. You can learn from Neville Goddard. You can learn from Wallace D. Walton. You can learn from who else? There's so great people on YouTube. You can learn from Bob Proctor. I learned a lot from this guy, watching his videos over and over. Repetition is a good teacher, as mistake. Watch Bob Proctor videos. It will talk you about the way to shift your paradigms. You might do not have money to go on the seminars and the course to learn, but you can learn from YouTube. You can learn from my booster motivation. You can learn from Sadhguru. It's a great guy. One interview of Sadhguru will teach you a lot. They call this guy a mystic, but for me, he's more than that. He's a philosopher. He's a guy who can put everything, break them down in the simplest sentence and open your mind. Give you the wisdom, the knowledge. Give you the awakening moment that you are looking for. One of the great person to watch Oprah Winfrey interview. It's not a mistake that she's who she is. She got a way that she conduct interview. Watch these interviews, and she receive successful people in the interview. You will learn from other people's experience. What I can say more, I can say that I want to see you at the top. I want to see you reach the next level. Most of the time I spend 1 hour in the videos that I put my glasses, and I know even if I don't put a timer, I know when I reach 1 hour. So it's 1 hour and 8 minutes. This is a great video. This is a great show. Learn from your mistakes. Your mistakes is the best teacher to teach you how to become successful. When you find rejection, when you find intimidation, when you find people that take you down, when you find that people that wanna just stop you, take all these as the boost of motivation that you need to become successful. Never accept what other people think about you. You are the co-creator with the creator of the universe. You got the energy source that within you. Please use this energy. Empower yourself to success. Light the fire of creativity in you. I want to see you at the top. I want to see you to the next level. I want you to become wealthy. Please, when you watch video on my booster motivation that help you achieve your goals, your mission, your passion, send us a postal card. Okay, send us some testimony video. We're more than happy to know that we had a little piece of effort we put out there, help you take your life to the next level. My name is Ernst George, known as EG. You are watching my Booster Motivation. We are so far the best YouTube channel in the world that offer free training session every day on a daily basis, live stream on this platform, YouTube. I will see you on the next one. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your commitment. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for hit the bell notification, the bell notification, and select all, that anytime we got new videos that you can receive them. If you're not a subscriber yet, please doing that. And look from here and here, you will find more relevant video like this one, and you can take a look at them as well. And I want to see you at the next level, because you were born rich. You are a successful person. The only thing is reclaim your greatness. I will see you on the next video.